You are listening to the Attempt Adventure Team Mama's Boys special episode. This is sort of a preview episode of what you guys can look forward to in the upcoming Season 4. So, let me introduce my co-hosts for this season. I'm Michael Desrosiers, as usual, in Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm joined also in Bangkok, Thailand by two special guests.
Hi, I'm Kim Desrosiers.
I'm Kyle Desrosiers. I'm actually his brother.
And I'm actually his mom.
And you've probably heard Kyle's voice before in some of the episodes that he's done during the regular show. We are doing something very, very exciting in Season 4. We are going to be undertaking the Rickshaw Run Sri Lanka in March 2024, which is a 6-day tuk-tuk rickshaw race, auto rickshaw race, across the island country of Sri Lanka. And we're very excited about it. We don't know anything about Sri Lanka. We don't know how to drive a tuk-tuk. We don't know how to repair a tuk-tuk.
We don't know how to drive manual transmission.
We can't speak the language.
I can drive manual transmission, but it's not like a regular car.
True.
And we gotta drive on the left.
And we have to drive on the left. It's going to be great. But why are we doing this?
For causes we believe in.
That's right. Well, the entire point of the Rickshaw Run and the other challenges run by the adventurists is to raise money for charity. So we'll be undertaking this challenge with the hopes of raising money for charity. Our first goal is to raise 500 British pounds, about $600 US, for a charity called Cool Earth, which works to fight against climate change.
And it's the main non-profit which is supported by the rickshaw.
By the adventurists.
Adventurists.
Correct. So whether you're joining the Rickshaw Run, the Mongol Rally, the other ones that they do, that's their main goal, is to raise money for Cool Earth. If we raise more than 500 pounds, we get to donate that to a charity of our choice, and we have chosen one of our absolute favorite charities, the Elephant Nature Park in Chiang Mai, Thailand. We've been there ourselves. We can confirm that it is a very ethical organization that does not exploit elephants. It rescues them. It rehabilitates injured ones. Elephants that have been abused, it rescues them from unethical tourist and logging industry locations.
And we even saw an elephant there that had been affected by injured by a landmine close to the
Burmese border. Yeah, and she had to wear a prosthetic leg. So they do a lot of great work taking care of these elephants there. So that's really, we hope that we can raise also 500 pounds if we can for Elephant Nature Park. So that's kind of our goal. We are taking donations. I just want to stress that none of the money goes to us. All of the money, every single penny of it, goes directly to these two charities. The first 500 pounds we raise go to Cool Earth, and then everything else we raise after that goes directly to the Elephant Nature Park.
And just to re-emphasize, we are paying our own travel costs.
That's right. We will never touch any of the money. It's all for charity, 100% of it. So to incentivize you guys and to make this a little bit more fun, we have some donation tiers, some little gifts that you guys can get, some rewards that you guys can earn if you do choose to donate to us, as well as big challenges that we ourselves will undertake while on the Rickshaw Run if we hit certain tier goals. So this is what we're thinking, guys. If you donate $10 US, or the equivalent in the currency of your choice, you will get a shout out in the podcast at the start of every episode that we record while we are in Sri Lanka. Because we'll be recording in Sri Lanka and we'll be taking donations afterwards, if you do want to get this tier, it needs to be done before March 2024 because that's when we are going to be recording.
And headed to Sri Lanka.
And heading to Sri Lanka. That's correct. You can donate after that, but if you do want to have the podcast shout out, it needs to be done before we go. That way we can talk about you on our show. That's for $10. For $15, you'll get the podcast shout-out and an official team sticker with our logo that we've had designed. I think it looks really cool. I think you guys will like it. For $25, you will get a podcast shout-out, the team sticker, and we will send you a handwritten postcard from Sri Lanka. So that also needs to be done before March 2024, because after that, we won't be in Sri Lanka anymore.
And you'll get to see beautiful handwriting. Not sure whose is the least horrible around the three of us.
Probably mine. If you make a $50 donation, you'll get a podcast shout-out, you'll get a team sticker, you'll get a handwritten postcard from Sri Lanka, and we will print your name or the name of your organization on the back of our team shirt. This probably needs to be done before February 2024 because we need to get the shirts printed and we're going to be wearing them in Sri Lanka. You can donate afterwards. However, if you want to have your name on the shirt, it needs to be done, obviously, before we print the shirts. If you are super generous and you donate $100, you get all of the above. You get the podcast shout-out, a team sticker, a handwritten postcard from Sri Lanka, the name of you or your organization on our shirt, and we'll even send you your own team shirt. if you want to support Team Mama's Boys, we'll send you a team shirt as well. So those are our fundraising tiers, and you can donate as little or as much as you want. Even $1 or $2 makes a big difference. Now, if we reach certain goals, certain benchmarks, we're going to be doing some fun challenges along the way. If we raise our minimum goal of 500 pounds, about 600 US, we are going to learn a Sri Lankan song, and we're going to put on some traditional costumes, and we are going to sing it to you. Make a video. It's going to be out of our comfort zone, so that's why we're doing this. Speaking of comfort zones, for 750 pounds, we are all doing something we call the Comfort Zone Challenge. We talked about this today. Each of us is going to be doing something that we wouldn't normally do.
When we thought about comfort zones, the first thing we said was skydiving, which I ruled out. It's certainly not worth 750 pounds. And I thought one thing that I've done in the past, which makes me very uncomfortable, is dancing. I like dancing freestyle, as in moving back and forth.
Do you?
In a dance party.
Yeah, dance party or club.
I can't imagine you at a dance party.
I go to the club. Anyways, but when I did my exchange program in Turkey, we had to do a traditional Turkish folk dance, and it was a very embarrassing and out of my comfort zone thing, especially being 16 years old. I had to do kicks and little hop steps and go in a circle. All that is to say is, I said, if we raise enough money, then I, too, will try again in Sri Lanka to do a traditional dance class and do my fancy footwork for all of you.
Yes.
Well, I need to do a little more research on this. However, I think I would like, which would be out of my comfort zone, to do some kind of traditional martial arts class there in Sri Lanka. I know here in Thailand it's Muay Thai, which I've never done. Mm-hmm. I'm sure Sri Lanka has probably something like that, which I need to research.
Well, it's called Angampora. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Angampora.
Or Angampora, I don't know. It is a traditional Sinhalese martial arts that combines combat techniques, self-defense, sport, exercise, and meditation.
Ah, that sounds right up my alley.
If you could see the Wikipedia article that Michael has pulled up, there's a picture, and he's beating this guy with a stick, it looks like.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It was banned during the British colonial period.
Oh, I like it already.
And the punishment for practicing it during that time was a gunshot to the knee.
Oh my.
So
that's why it's mostly martial art done with your hands.
Well, not exactly. No, it says that the historical practice of this martial arts was almost entirely eradicated. However, after gaining independence, it has been sort of coming back.
Interesting.
So there you go. So maybe we can find you a Angampora class.
And Michael, don't dodge the bullet to the knee.
All
No.
right.
So for me, now Mom and Kyle, I think, are a little bit hesitant to try the street food. Now, I want to preface this. I do eat street food a lot in Thailand. I don't really have a problem with it. I'm going to try to find some, let's say, more extreme street foods, some more extreme local foods, and I'm going to try to eat at least one street food dish every day. I don't know if you guys are going to join me, but I'm going to, and I'm going to try to, nothing like raw, nothing that might, cause me any illness or anything like that, but things that maybe I wouldn't necessarily normally choose to eat. I do consider myself kind of adventurous with food, but I'm going to be a bit more adventurous on this journey, whether it's extremely spicy or, I don't know. I don't even know what
A flavor palette he's never had.
I don't even know what the cuisine
and
is
the best
like.
part is Mom and I will be picking some of these dishes for him.
And there you go.
Yes. If we raise 1,000 pounds...
Drum roll, please. Michael and I will dye our hair purple.
For the duration of the rickshaw.
For the duration, before we come to the country of Sri Lanka, we're going to dye it the purple, which is our official team color.
Yes.
And my personal favorite color.
That's why it's our team color.
Team Mama's Boys, and we're going to do Team Mama's Boys purple hair.
Yes.
Except for Mama is not going to dye her purple.
Only the boys.
So that's if we raise 1,000 pounds. And finally, if we raise 1,500 British pounds, we're actually going to visit the Elephant Nature Park in person with our donation, and we have to ask them if we can do this. I don't know if we can. Have an elephant kiss us on the mouth with its trunk. So, kiss an elephant. We have to make sure that's allowed.
Have an elephant kiss us.
If it's not allowed, then we will still go in person.
Right. As I said, this is not a tourist destination necessarily. It's a rehabilitation place. They may not allow that. We're just going to ask them. They're not there for performance, but we're going to see if we can do it. Right? If we can kiss an elephant.
Mm-hmm.
I have touched an elephant, and
yes,
they have a very interesting thick.
I've helped bathe an elephant.
Yes.
They do have interesting skin.
That was at a different elephant rescue.
That's right.
But it was still that same Elephant Nature Park.
That's right.
Right, different location. So if we do raise 1,500 pounds, we'll make the donation in person. We'll film some videos, and we'll have that there for you. that's what we're doing. That's what you guys have to look forward to in the first part of 2024. We're going to be having sort of a mini season adventure special of us where we're going to be making an audio recording every night talking about what we're doing. I'll try to get some background noise. We'll have some discussions along the way.
Maybe we can interview some people.
Maybe some interviews. I also plan to film it, so we'll have some vlogs that you guys can see what we're doing. You can hopefully see me and Kyle with purple hair if we raise 1,000 pounds before March. Fingers crossed. I think that'd be fun.
Me too. I'm kind of looking forward to that one.
Yeah. We'll make some fun videos for you guys that you can see what we're seeing and you can kind of go along with us on our journey in Sri Lanka. Maybe we'll have some blog posts. We'll have a lot of fun content for you guys. You can check that out on teammamasboys.com or, of course, on attemptadventure.com. The show is going to be here. It's going to be season 4 of the podcast. It's all going to be dedicated entirely to our journey in Sri Lanka. You can find lots of content on our website as well. Again, that's attemptadventure.com and all across the web, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Attempt Adventure.
We thank you in advance for your support.
Yes.
You are supporting lots of healthy and happy elephants.
That's right. We do it for the elephants.
Also, ecological livelihoods in Sri Lanka and elsewhere in Asia.
Right.
And last but not least, if you're interested, our team trailer video is up on YouTube.
Yes, it is. And there will be a link in the show notes of this podcast episode. You can click on it. You can watch us talking a little bit about our big announcement about going to Sri Lanka. And it's going to be a fantastic adventure, which is what the show is all about.
And where on YouTube can they find
They can find that on youtube.com/@attemptadventure. It's up there. You can also go to the Attempt Adventure website, and it's posted there as well. And we're going to leave that up for the next year or so. That way
if you
people can
have
find it.
any recommendations or suggestions for fun things that we should do, the podcast or the vlog in Sri Lanka, feel free to write us.
I can't emphasize enough how little we know about Sri Lanka.
I wasn't even sure what language it was or the side of the road that people drove on there until today.
Our sister still doesn't even believe that we're doing this.
No, she did not
She thinks we're teasing her.
Mm-hmm. She did not believe her brothers.
He makes up a lot of things.
She did not believe that her mom would actually do this.
So hopefully she will be able to enjoy our content.
If my mom's not backing out, then I can't back.
There's no backing out now, guys.
No.
Now, I've noticed one of our competitors, I don't know if I told
There's
you
no
this.
competitors.
There's a competitor.
Not really a race.
But what I thought was funny is that there's a team called Look Hands No Ma, or something like that.
Okay. Well, we've already heard
There was another team.
Team All Play and No Work left a comment on our YouTube video saying see you in Sri Lanka. So that's quite fun. We'll have to look for them and get a picture with them. We're really looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great adventure, guys. We have no idea what we're getting into. There's no set route. We have to make our own route every day, decide where we're going every day. We're just going to be spontaneous. We're going to get out of our comfort zones. We're going to see new things, do new things, and probably have the adventure of a lifetime. So, guys, we can't wait for you to come along with us on that. And again, it's all for charity. Everything we raise, 100% of it goes directly to these 2 charities, and ultimately, that is what it's all about.
Yes.
Thanks for listening, guys. Hope to see you on the road in Sri Lanka.